Hey everyone, my name is Matt. Welcome to my shop. Today is August 1st and it's on a weekly shop update. And this week, we have a special guest here, Chris from the Chop with Chris channel.
Hello everybody. It's great to be here. Why am I here? Let me tell you why I'm here.
This is great. I don't have to ask any questions.
No.
This is perfect. Okay, you talk, I'll stand. I'm ready.
I am doing my first ever Chopumentary. Now PBS does a documentary, MTV does a rockumentary, Chop with Chris does a Chopumentary. And it's going to be 3 or 4 chapters. And what I've done, I've spent the last year making a sitting bench for my wife. And it started with a limb that I cut out of a walnut tree. And I spent the year drying it and getting it ready, then actually making the bench. And so the first chapter is going to be just the high-speed video where I do it to music and show the whole process in about 5 minutes. Then chapter 2, I'm going to show how I gathered the wood and treated the wood. And then chapter 3 is I'm going to show in detail how I constructed it. And chapter 4, it's going to be about how I did the video production. The reason I'm here is because I only use hand tools. And so what I thought I'd do as part of this Chopumentary is show how Matt would do it, how he would harvest the wood, use his bandsaw mill, and how I would do it. And just you can see the juxtaposition of the 2 different approaches. And so we're here filming some segments and doing some interviews to include in each Chopumentary. So it'll be coming out shortly.
I'm looking forward to it. I've seen it already. It is quite good, so make sure you head over there. If you're not already subscribed to Chris's channel, definitely do that. There's a lot of great content coming your way from him. I'm actually really looking forward to it because, I mean, your high-speed stuff with the music, that's one thing. That's really cool, but I really like a little more behind the scenes, there's a little more about the story, which is really cool.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that a lot.
Yeah. And I really enjoyed your bandsaw mill today. I have to admit, it's a little scary. I had
Chris on the mill today. So we cut up a walnut log, I watched. It was awesome.
Yeah. It's an amazing piece of equipment. I mean, I got to tell you, that thing is just amazing how it just cuts through everything, including the nails. Just slice them right off.
Yeah, we cut through a couple nails today, no problem. Didn't even know they were there until after the cut when we saw them. But that was a lot of fun. So we filmed that, and that's going to be a video on my channel here, and probably like a week or so. I'll have that up. It's going to be real quick. Chris's first time. I assume it's the first time using a bandsaw mill or any sawmill?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
I've seen it been done, but I've never used one before.
So yeah, Chris's first time milling a log with a sawmill, as opposed to just going at it with an axe.
Yeah, what I told Matt is the good thing about the sawmill is I don't have to take any ibuprofen tonight, because I normally do all that by hand. So it feels pretty good right now.
Yeah?
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, you just had to like lift the slab off the mill.
Yeah, and I didn't lose that much weight this time. So normally I lose about 5 pounds doing this, so it was good.
We'll run you around a little bit.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, so I got a few things to update you guys on around the shop for this week. But Chris, thank you so much for coming by.
You bet, appreciate it.
It's a pleasure to have you here, and hope you come back again sometime.
I will for sure.
Good.
Thank you. Happy woodworking. That's what I'm supposed to say.
So one of the things I got done this week is this set of replacement handles for my wheelbarrow. So probably about a month ago, I was using my wheelbarrow to move some slabs around like I normally do, and I dropped one and I broke the handle right off of this one. So I've been without a wheelbarrow for a little while, so I've been meaning to make some handles for this thing. I figured that'd be a really fun project to do. Instead of just going out and buying some new handles, I'd make my own because that just seems like a fun thing to do. So I made these ones a little bit longer, so they're just a bit longer, so you're a bit further away from the base as you're walking. That's one of the things I always hated about the wheelbarrow was I was too close to the base all the time. I ended up hitting my feet, which isn't that big of a deal, but it's just one of those little annoyances. So I grabbed a piece of ash that I had, and I made these handles out of it, and it was a really fun experience. I got in the shop, and I did all the shaping on the actual handholds with a draw knife, and that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that shaping process, and my shaping isn't super consistent or pretty. I mean, the handles don't exactly match perfectly, but they're both really comfortable, and I'm really happy with the way they turned out, and they look pretty sweet. So I did make a video of making these handles, and that video is almost done, so look for that in a couple of days. So the other little video I'm working on this week is on this crosscut sled. So I got this table saw almost a year ago, and when I got rid of my old table saw, I gave all the sleds and things like that to the new owner so he could use them on that saw, because the miter slots were different distances apart from my old saw to my new one. And I figured, yeah, you know what, I'll just make a new crosscut sled and a few other sleds whenever I get around to it, and I guess now is when I'm finally getting around to it. So I'm doing a little video on just, I guess, my take on the Crosscut sled. I'm pretty sure that everyone is supposed to do a video on Crosscut sleds, just like everyone's supposed to do an end grade cutting board video at some point in their life. So I'm finally getting around to making my Crosscut sled video. So my take on these things is super utilitarian. Mine is made of MDF, and I have an extra little offcut here from it when I made the bed swing, and one end over here is beveled, this end is square. I've got this groove on the top which doesn't need to be there, but it came out of the scrap bin. I didn't sand it or anything. It feels pretty good to just slap this thing together and get to working on something else. So at this point I have to attach the fence and get that squared up, which is the most essential part of a Crosscut sled. So this one's almost ready to go as well. So you'll be seeing a video on a Crosscut sled coming out pretty soon. So let's take a look at some viewer projects. First this week is a Pi 5 gift by Steven. He made this for his math teacher, and the hand is made from cherry and the base is made from oak. The hand was hand carved with a chisel and a bandsaw. Next is a step stool by Ross. This was a commissioned piece that the customer wanted for their wine cellar. The legs are splayed out at 10 degrees and the sides are also tapered. All the joinery was hand cut using Japanese hand tools. The stool is made from quarter sawn white oak, and he used a cherry stain to really bring out the grain. And you can see more of Ross's work over on Instagram. Next this week is a changing table by Wayne. Wayne built this changing table for his daughter that they were expecting at the end of June. Wayne says he basically designed and built a desk with the upper hutch designed to lay down on top of the desk and fit a changing pad into the computer monitor area. The changing table / desk is made from curly maple and black walnut. Last this week is a crib by DJ. DJ built this crib for his son. It's made from red oak with red maple drawer fronts. He hand cut all the joinery, and most importantly, he completed this project on time. So I'm pretty sure that's about it for me this week. Thank you as always for watching. I greatly appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments about anything I talked about today, anything here in my shop, please feel free to leave me a comment. As always, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have. And until next time, happy woodworking.